You are watching Travel World Online.
World was open last year, thank God. Finally, that our president at the end of December 2022 announced that Indonesia reached herd immunity. And after that, we welcome, it's already started in May last year, but now the world is open. We would like to welcome everyone to come to Indonesia, and this is quite exciting. Despite the fact that we only started opening up in, let's say, April or May, we reached the target of foreign tourists to Indonesia beyond the target. The target was very modest at the time, 3.6 million tourists compared to 16 million in 2019. So, but now we have slowly, we set the target for this year, 2023, for 7.4. We'd like to think that we will reach the target. In fact, beyond that, and our industry is quite excited about that. That's why we're actively now promoting again about Indonesia, about Bali and beyond. This is the best, the big thing that Indonesian government is doing. For the past 6 years, we've been establishing new destinations for foreign tourists to come. It's been known, but it's only domestically. Now we'd like to invite the foreign tourists like to North Sumatra in Lake Toba to again visit Yogyakarta, where the biggest Buddhist temple like Borobudur is located. And then next to Bali is the island called Lombok. We built a MotoGP circuit there, and we hosted last year. It was fantastic. It was very successful, and this year we host again. We'd like to have it as annual event because we believe events, sports, it's also something that we need to promote that will bring tourists to come. Next to it is Labuan Bajo, where Komodo dragon is habited there. Yeah, the only prehistoric animals alive is today. And apart from that island, there are two, Komodo Island and Rinca Island. We also have lots of islands, beautiful one that you can go island hopping. Live on board with the ship, and then you can go around and enjoy the underwater world, fresh seafood, and so on and so forth. And the last one that we built is North Sulawesi called Likupang, where diving, snorkeling, island living that we have. So not to say that that's the only one Indonesia has. We have 17,000 islands, more than, and variety of food, culture. So now our strategy also, post-COVID, people like to go in small size, and they want to find a meaningful tourism. So we created this, what we call rural tourism, villages, and then for Indonesian to go and visit. But now foreign tourists is also interested in going, but I think this is it, like tourism. The future, like tourism organizations say, the future of tourism is now, start now. If we don't maintain, if they don't nurture our environment, we will not be able to have it for our future generations. So a lot of things the government is doing, and in fact it's part of the requirement. A hospitality industry has to have that, what we call cleanliness, environment concern, waste management, and so on and so forth. We have a program at the ministry. Also now we work with the stakeholders, how we can offset the what is it called, carbon footprint. So we also have that. For example, if you travel, you know how many carbon footprint you have. You can offset it by buying and then doing some programs. So this is all in all very exciting at the moment in Indonesia, and we are very confident because we have the destination, the people, the hospitality of Indonesia are remarkable, known all over the world. We have probably, we'd like to say, the people is the power, the center of our hospitality industry. So and MICE, meeting, incentive, sport, cultural event, and so on. We have hundreds of them, and we have calendar. Yeah. So apart from Bali, we also have Yogyakarta and Solo. The amenities, the hotel room and the meeting room are enough for international event. In fact, just last week, we host ASEAN minister meetings, ASEAN tourism ministers meeting in Yogyakarta. And then for ASEAN summit, for ASEAN leaders, we'll meet in Labuan Bajo in Nusa Tenggara, East Nusa Tenggara, which the Komodo dragon is. So we also and don't forget Jakarta, the capital for mice, the capital for shopping. This is good for Indian. I know Indian like to shop, and also golf. A lot of fantastic world-class golf course in Jakarta. So Bali, Jakarta, Yogyakarta, and Solo, and then Labuan Bajo are all new destination for mice. Yeah, and also new destination for Indian to visit. So Bali, we still advertise Bali, but we'd like to use Bali as a hub. They come to Bali first for leisure, for mice, for weddings. Very popular destination for Indian wedding. There are a lot of and they have a lot of good restaurant, Indian restaurant in Bali. So to make it convenient for Indian, right? And after that, we want to invite them to go to all around Indonesia. So connectivity is the challenge. I know at the moment we do not have yet direct flight from India to Indonesia, but we, the government, together with the flights, the airlines working on it. Yeah, we hope to be able soon to have direct flight. But without direct flight, Indian tourists in Bali or to promote Indonesia as destination to Indian population or Indian tourists. One, for example, social media, digital. You don't underestimate the power of social media or digitalization. So I think we'd like to have a beautiful promotion about Indonesia. This is a new one. So people in India can see, oh my God, they're inspired to come. That's number one. Secondly, by invite them, we have what we call fam trip, familiarization trip. We invited a lot of key opinion leaders, industry. Maybe we have to think about student or maybe Bollywood to come to Indonesia, to not only Bali but the rest, and to shoot movie, for example. I think this is a good thing. And also program like South-South cooperation, economic cooperation. Bilaterally, we are very close. We started way back during merchant, So now, seeing is believing, not so many Indian yet to know about Indonesia, and we cannot stop promoting. And this is something that we need both sides actually. Not only Indonesian promoting about Indonesia, but also Indian promoting about India. Such a vast country, big 1.4 population. We need to also know. So I think this people to people relationship is so important. We now work with the embassy, with our consul general to do like many events. So for Indian to get to know. But just to say that, despite that, our relationship, in terms of culture, started way beyond centuries ago. And the food is very similar. The culture, a lot of Indonesian culture adapted from India. So
Incentives for film tourism.
For incentive. Yeah. For incentive, this is something the government at the moment is developing. We don't have yet as a law or regulation, but what we do is we, depending on how feasible the film is, we can do what we call it incentive other than fiscal incentive. We can also promote and make it easy for example, the licensing and other kind of incentive that we can do. But soon we hope to establish this as a law, and as any other countries doing it, so to make it attractive for Indonesia for film.
What is the footfall by now, and what are the expectations about this coming year?
For Satay, as I said earlier, we have 7.4 million tourists or foreign tourists to come to Indonesia this year. So we hope by being in Satay, we can attract 500,000 Indian tourists. I know it's small in in comparison with the percentage of Indian population, but we have to start somewhere. Last year we attracted almost 270,000 Indian, but that's not good enough. We need more. So now is we double up. Hopefully by being in Sateh, I was just in Kolkata yesterday, the day before, for sales mission. And also maybe next city, we can have more Indian tourists. And plus with the easy visa, Indian to Indonesia, Indonesian to come to India, we need visa. But for Indian to come to Indonesia, no need visa. We just go there, visa on arrival, just pay $35 or equal to 500,000 rupiah, and they just come. So to make easy, first of all, Sateh for holding this event, 30 years old at this happy anniversary. We've been here since 2008. Secondly, thank you for our government of India for the hospitality. I've seen 6 months ago I was here, and now I'm here. So much different, so many development, because you're hosting G20, and good luck. I wish all the best for the Indian government and the people of India for the hosting G20. Hopefully, tourism, MICE, meetings can bring prosperity to our people. Thank you. Namaskar.